Yes, it is me. I am Moss. I am back. Well, the content from Nyabohanse is never gonna go away because more time Marwa spends in his own village, more and more these things exploded. Sometimes with reason, sometimes no reason. But what you have to be honest here, that when Marwa brought YouTube to Nyabohanse, he had a very good intention, and that was a very positive. And the consequence of that is we see a lot of things good, interesting happening in Nyabohanse. And that is the contradiction of society. Society is a contradicted place. More contradicted becomes, more development bring in. So the events of Marwa and others, the small petty things that we watch and they blow out of proportions, shows us that without Marwa, there will not be content in Nyabohanse. Nobody will be able to entertain you guys and make something you like. What is quite funny is the story of Alex. The story of Alex, the way people going on, how they talk, how they trying to show sympathy, and some they're trying to talk about justice. Anyway, what justice? That is my question here. When everybody goes and talk about justice, was a video last night about Nairobi teacher trying to explain himself. I'll be honest here. Most of you, many of you that have watched the video, include me, Nairobi teacher revealed something very interesting. Reveal the hate that he have for those people in Nyabohanse, how he hated them, how there is possible these people, they're so lucky to have Marwa and this influencer be able to create an environment that people pay attention and people like to watch. That was when he reveals he had one channel with 4,000 and then he have another channel. But at the time he had those two channels, who knew Nairobi teacher? Nairobi teacher maybe has forgotten about himself, who he is. First, he failed as a teacher. That is the first part of the story here. He failed as a teacher. Second, he went, tried to overturn what was not there, was no Kindle, was no something that he could go capitalize and destroy it. That was his second failure. And that now is try to convince people how bad the character of Marwa is. Anyway, it seems like more and more people going there to try to betray Marwa. There is something here very fun, and that thing fun is Joyce's diary. Joyce's diary is, since he went to the village, was something not right with Joyce's diary. You could see Joyce's diary have a trauma. She had a life experience, and that life experience, she wanna go find happiness, distraction from that, what was going on with her. It's quite interesting here what's going on. See outside there, it's a hell of rain. It's been in this for miserable weather. So anyway, so the funny part here is this Joyce diary comes and bombards with these titles, and people get horrify people that get, wow, this time we're gonna get the truth, what this hell Ayamara is. Ayamara is a scam in the village. Guys, Ayamara is not scamming nobody. Ayamara is not doing nothing wrong. We, the people watching, and assume that Ayamara is enslaved or Ayamara is doing bad things. We are the ignorance. We are ignorance because shows our individual character, how we fail. Here's the point. Always I come back and refer to myself. When somebody is employed, he offers services. So you're not there to be an artist. If you're going to work for a railway company, you're going to provide service to railway service. You are not going there to tell the railway services what they have to do, what you think, what you want, what you don't want. There is the problem with many of the characters here. And this is where Josie Diary proves once again, those people in Nyabohanse, they are not really honest people. They're all there with an intention of get something. And Ayamara has given them an opportunity. And the only people who have succeeded and only people have taken that opportunity and gain it and manage it so well is Nasto and Claudio Joseph. Prisca's trying, pushing here, pushing there. There where you don't understand Joyce's diary. Many of you, when you hear Joyce's diary talk, you don't understand her. Yeah, it's misleading time to time, the titles she puts on a on her vlogs. People, they start connect to Ayamara family or Ayamara. Remember, Ayamara is the main character of the story. There is no story, there is nothing that you watch or you do or comes out of Nyabohanse without Ayamara attack. There is nothing. And without Ayamara, none of those villains, even Felon the Boy, Sergio the Traveler, whatever, they are there. They are zero. So let's look this in different perspective. Let's look me explain you this in another way. Ayamara has created a stage, a stage that many people are ungrateful. So the growth of positive reactors is amazing. Jack Senior, the lady working in Dubai, Odinga, and others. But what is the interest here is most of the time that anybody looks for content, because this trend of Ayamara became so much bigger that more than 100,000 people daily are interested in watching and understand. And what I see here is most of these 100,000 people that looking to watch include the haters, because the haters, they don't miss any episode. They're going mad. There's this adrenaline in their mind. They have to speak something. They have to captivate somebody to hate. What is interesting here is most of these people as subscribers and viewers and whatever, they don't understand something. They don't, because they are not able to ask themselves, what I'm watching here is something new or worth it to watch, or something intelligent. It is very intelligent watching Ayamara, because he's unique. He's unique on his content. He pulls the content from zero to hero. And when betrayal comes to a cost, not what is said, what is posed. No, the betrayal come for envy. People, they want be or have it just straightforward for nothing. Just to see him pay somebody 1,000 or 2,000-3,000 Kenya shilling. Everybody want that money for nothing. And here is why Dimwango is not interested. Here is why you don't see Dave Jr. do it. Because Dimwango has realized she does not need those characters. Those characters, they, on the past, they sideline her. Even David knows, is aware of the past, when these people look at them like nothing. Now they have a house, they have a cars. They look them with respect. This is a village syndrome. Is what I call the Alex syndrome. You've been looked based on the value that you are worth it. And this is what is happening with Marwa. Marwa is not being contested. No, it's the value that Marwa, the face value of Marwa, that drives many of these people out of their minds. By interacting with Marwa a day, 2 or 3 days, they find an excuse to go out there and start say, oh, people want to know how bad this person. Okay, let's look this, how bad is. So why you went to his place, look for work? Why you didn't went to work, look for work somewhere else? Because somewhere else will not pay what Marwa pays you. And the opportunity of being exposed to people out there, they will never be exposed. Let's say the people helping building Max One or Fellow the Boy. How successful those people. You as a viewer seeing something here and support it. You can see everything Fellow the Boy is for him, and use others when he needs to make an extra. Here with Marwa, we see a different character. Marwa is open. I bought a piece of land. I'm going to buy a gate. I'm going to do this. Thank you. I appreciate. If you want to donate to me, please donate. Some of you even start question about his dealings, the money he gets. Whatever money Marwa gets or is donated, whatever it is not business of none of us. It's Marwa who's been donated. If somebody send Marwa money for something, Marwa delivers, always has proved and delivered. So when now we are talking about these $100 of Mr. Mtua on all this, I ask myself here, let's put this in different way. When Alex went to look for work, he was offered that job. Why he accept that job on low pay if he was a low pay? Why Alex, after met Marwa, on his own words, say, oh, I was live a good life. And then he went off the rails on his own choice because the ego inside him made him think, oh, now I belong to this place, I have the rights. And this is the problem with many of these characters of Nyabohanse, the self-entitlement. The self-entitlement mentality that grows in the people. When we see these fundis coming from Tanzania work in and Nyabohanse, I start to ask myself, why the Tanzanians? Why not the Kenyans? Because most of the Kenyans that went there, they went to the aim with an agenda. When they find themselves against the wall, what they do? They turn the camera around and they start talk bad. We had the case of that official baby or baby official. We have Elias and others. Even we have that lady cooking. When she left the kitchen, dirt, and she felt insulted because she was exposed to a weakness. And this is what many people they don't want to know, to understand now. Marwa is the main character, will be the main character, and the intelligence and the ability of doing things. Look, Gitiriba success. Look how Gitiriba is growing slowly and surely. And people become jealous of Gitiriba. I'm not talking about Mayugno because Mayugno is a very exceptional case. To understand Mayugno, you have to understand how humble this person is. And here is a lesson also for Marwa from Mayugno side. Mayugno, what is done a very interesting thing, has kept a team around him and build a team that he helps and make that team change lives. One of the biggest challenges of Marwa in this saga of Nyabohanse is the engineer. Many of you, they don't understand engineer is one of the main source of the problems that Marwa had at the pre-building and frictions. Be telling Marwa things are going well, things are done well, and then a lot of the problems start showing up, and the engineer never been able to turn around and make sure that things happen the opposite. And nobody has come here and criticized the engineer and blamed the engineer for a lot of the problems that now become so costly to Marwa. No, everybody is applauding and supporting. The engineer should even done things more bad to destroy. But the support of Marwa will be there. It grows every day. Every time that something goes in another way, makes Marwa more stronger and gets more support, because people, they start to realize here is the epicenter of the story. Yes, Marwa is the epicenter of the story, but nevertheless, also there is characters. They went to Nyabohanse. There is the sister, there is the brother, there is the mother, there is Rocio, there is so many other elements. But what is the most interesting here is now Dimwango as coming back to the village, and Joyce's diary comes and do these very bombastic headlines on Instagram, whatever the reason of Joyce's diary, and she has come, have explained, and that she had cleared the air what's the real story behind of these characters. And then it's true what Joyce's diary is trying to say, is what Dimwango, while was in Jamaica, say, I don't want to do these things, I don't want to support these people because these people are ungrateful. And then they're ungrateful. And Joyce's diary has exposed these people, and in such a way do we start to understand how opportunities, some of them came, like Sergio the Traveler. Now we know the Sergio the Traveler is not the character that he shows us as a positive. And that is clear your mind. Why never Sergio the Traveler being in that inner circle, more closer to Marwa? If we look properly, when the party was happening, the inner circle closer to Marwa, even today, they don't have a problem. Everything is cool, everything is going on. So, Dimwango now comes back, and we can see how Dimwango has distanced himself from the brother. We don't see yet a video, we didn't see something related to see Dimwango with a friend, do their videos. That will backfire. Those videos that Dimwango is doing with this friend will backfire. Somewhere, somehow, people, they will go and try to cook up those videos. That is how Nyabohanse people are. Nyabohanse people, they are not positive. They are not taking content creation to growth. No. They are taking content creation as like going to the pub, like here in England, going to the pub as a pleasure. Go get a pint, get drunk, and tomorrow there is more. That's how you have see these things. Everybody that's go to Nyabohanse or everybody that's go visit Marwa, you have to question yourself why people go. Why? There is something there more. And that something there more is how to create, how to make it, and how to break it. And that is what Marwa is all about. If you keep on watching Marwa, you're gonna realize now there is a tendency that Marwa is going out of the village. You will see how the content in the village will fade. Everybody will go and follow Marwa trail where it will go around Kenya and other places. Everybody will go behind. And those ones in the village, because they can't make it, they can't follow because they don't have the resource, they will just suck their fingers. Here's an example. Why not Kibe? People have been asking, why not Kibe leave the village? Why not Kibe do something? Why is stuck there? Because he knows, he understands how essential the figure of Marwa, villa, and life, and the things happening there bring him benefits and positive. And that's what Alex regretted after. He realized those benefits, they will never be there ever again. You can help him, you can give him money, but the benefits he had while he was in the villa, he will never experiment in his lifetime. And this is what Nairobi Chicha failed. And this way Nairobi Chicha fails again, by not asking himself, why everything have to be around Marwa? Everything have to be around Marwa. What is the intention? What is the main point here? What is the main source? What is captivate people attention? What make people follow these stories? He admit you went to see Alex to get more subscribers, to ignite his channel. But he did not realize he is a source of a problem, a friction. Because by Nairobi Chicha, by not accepting that somebody else can employ you and tell you what to do, shows you is a bad employee or employer. It shows you the character, the individual character, when he say, not me, I will not accept to do that. Good. Who will be out there interested in Nairobi Chicha? What he have to teach your own children, or you've been watching him, what you have learned? Spell the bean has been a tradition out here for years and years, bringing contradiction in people, friction. And many people that comes and talk better about others always been left behind. always they will be left behind. I can tell you a lot of stories. I can give you an example. How many builders I had in my project in Mozambique? People, they came and say to me, to build this, I want this amount. Agreed. And say, sign here everything, this is what we agreed. This is your amount, this is what you want. You're going to build and finish, clean it, put things right, everything in place, and then you get paid. Next day they start with a problem. Next day they start complaining. They didn't eat, they didn't done this. Where I come in. If you went home to your family, you didn't eat. Where I come in. I'm just giving you a job that you're going to get paid to satisfy your needs. Soon as we start agreed, okay, I'll advance you this amount for the job so you can do it. Next day they don't turn up. They're going to start another job somewhere else because they got them advance. They think they have secured the job. They will do their own time when they want. This is the problems of Africa. And many of you went donated to people. Now I saw Gitiriba, somebody sent 4,000, sympathize with one of the builders from Tanzania that is working for Marwa. So Julian something. And Julia sent 4,000 to support this person. Good, wonderful, beautiful. 4,000. Now this person got 4,000. Why? Because this person is exposed by Marwa. First of all, if this person was not there in the Marwa compound, was not there around those people closer to Marwa, he never had the opportunity to have this 4,000 to go to repair his phone. That same person now says he's going to open a YouTube channel. We're going to see the same person turn around and go against of the principle, the main source of that 4,000 came. If it was not Marwa, that 4,000 never be there to support him. And these are the ignorance of the Nyabohanse boys are. So, let's talk now about the visitors from the UK that they went to Nyabohanse. Also, how these visitors became a problem to the village. Yes, there have been three waves of UK visitors to Nyabohanse. What these visitors brought to Nyabohanse? Let's start first here with Joyce's diary. Joyce's diary has a quite very interesting story. How he ended up in Nyabohanse and how sad she felt when she had to come, and she came back to the UK. She got sick and she had to deal with her own life in the UK. This is not a wanky-dory life. I keep telling you guys, this is very, very sick place. Here is, everything is like a structure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Is like that. Forward, backwards, forward, backwards. And then depend how lucky you are to survive and do a living. So Joyce's diary experience in the village was a bit traumatic. Finally, we realized after she have done 2-3 episodes, her life been traumatic. The experience of work in the UK been traumatic. Plus, the experience as a woman in the village also became traumatic, where we have here now a revelation that people want have her as a wife. not only Sergio the Traveler, I had other people with those intentions. They see a woman, a single woman, they become vulnerable, and people, they start having another intentions and thoughts. We have seen here, there is a cases here, two to three cases. We have the Irish lady, but that was another definition story there. But it's here when you guys forget about few things in the past, while she was in the village, how she was being treated as a concubine of Marwa. What was the reason of that? Say she is one of the concubines of Marwa. Those are concubines of Marwa. Marwa have a set up group of concubines that satisfy his pleasures, his sexual pleasures. That is a good thing that she have done now, reveal it. The reason why Carol was calling her a concubine, because Carol became aware of this thing was going on, this intensive harassment that Joyce was going through on the village, that people saw she as a easy thing to target on the sexual pleasures. And Joyce, as a mature woman, and a woman went through a lot in life, she kept herself protected and distanced from those maniacs, that one of them now we know is the Sergio the Traveler. It's not the first time this Sergio the Traveler comes and you realize there is something here misplaced on his head. There is a lot. There is a lot of trips with Mayugno. There is a lot of interaction with Mayugno. There is so many things here, so many evidence. The other one was the mother and daughter that went to the village. So from Joyce's diary to mother and daughter, when they come to the village, there is something here. It's the process of transition from this UK person goes back with a story and goes quiet, and time to time comes with these bombastic titles that many people fell on the trap, does not understand what's behind the scenes. And then there is this mother and daughter that shows up at Majakei compound. And then Marwa comes and receives them in the villa. This mother and daughter had a wonderful experience, unique lifetime experience. Even they have their own thoughts of probably have a future in the village that transpires for their own material videos. But by the way, when they left Kenya back to the UK, they went also sour. They could not resist the pressures of the social thing of the UK, the life and everything. We see them basically disappear. So there we start say to ourselves, this is the same happened to Joyce's. These people, they didn't backtrack themselves. Joyce's, when it comes from Nyabohanse to the UK, she didn't done a transition of a YouTube channel, a content, and in such way could integrate what she was doing in Africa, what she was coming. What we saw is oversaddled a radical change and stories of the diary, and is basically what a YouTube channel is. That is fine, it's okay, but we don't expect this horrific drama she went through in Nyabohanse by Nyabohanse boys. And that shows you how the character of the Nyabohanse boys. So now we have this mother and daughter. What about them, their experience? If these people come and start say the sexual harassment maybe the daughter was going through, the wrong moves. And then we start to realize nothing to do with Ayamaro. We start to realize these characters, they're here always telling us, oh, please, this, I'm a good boy, I need this, you can support me, you can do this, my WhatsApp number, all this. This shows you what is happening there in Nyabohanse. And that is when you see the Jamaican grandmother and how the Jamaican grandmother and respect in the village. When the Jamaican grandmother comes to the village, comes to see the Burundian traveler, is one of springs of Marwa, that became a successful person. That had a relationship with Diana Kim and all, that is another story there. These young men ask Marwa to have as a guest the grandma, because he could not. He didn't have an Marwa accept of this grandmother. And this grandmother has made a lot of collaboration, a lot of videos, a lot of things. Even you see people try to scam air to sell things that even they not make sense. We saw videos here from magic deals and all these to tell her, let's go here, people picking her, pushing her left and right, she do her own thing. Even Marwa came with the video and came shocked and say, wow, this woman is real tough, this woman is manage herself, is going and find. Even she passed away when we realized she really had achieved what she wanted on her own. And that is there, the testimony. That's why Marwa put a tree in her memory. Gitiriba and Masubu. Why? Because she deserved it. But now, the Nyam, the food Nyam lady, is a story on her own that's nothing to do with Marwa. Is a guest of Uncle Mo. That person came to Nyabohanse to visit Uncle Mo. And Uncle Mo was the person responsible by that person. So, this person I will not talk about the story, because you say, oh, also was this lady came. No, this came to visit Uncle Mo. But you see the definition of all these three people are the same on the end. The transition period between Nyabohanse and UK is the same. Die. The content. So what is this trying to tell you? What is the conclusion here all about this? That Marwa, always Marwa will be in the village, will be lot of friction. Children misbehaving. We'll see grown-up people behaving like children. And this is what's happening. With Marwa leave the village, those will not survive. They will be just lost. We'll see Nairobi Chicha syndrome goes bananas, Alex syndrome goes bananas. These people, the donors will not be interested in these people. Few of the people will keep carry on. This is natural. This is humans. But everybody will follow the leader, and the leader is Marwa. And now there is a complement here. Marwa have a partner, so it becomes more interest because the villa will change radically. Slow, Rocio will influence Marwa positively. The father is influencing Marwa also positively. Marwa start to realize he needs extra support to manage the villa. And there he goes. If you have watched one of these last videos, he say, I'll be travel and Rocio will come. You have to look after the horses while I'm going around. And this will happen. Rocio will come to the village, supervising, make sure things are in place, improve the villa, and surprise even Marwa, things are improving in such way that Marwa will come back to the villa and get shocked, say, wow, this is a real wife, and things here moving. And that is where the turning point comes for those people. The next segment, what's going to happen in the village, is quite sad. These people all, they've been attacking Marwa, they will fear and despair, going out there, nothing to do. Nobody will be able to do what Mayugno does. None. Because they don't know how to do something else. That is the truth of the matter for today. Thank you.